What's up, tribe? Happy Thursday. Come on in, come on in, come on in. And if you have not already done so, run on over to Black Girl Vitamins and get you some, okay? Go ahead and get yourself ready because, baby, the days are long, okay? The days are long, and we're getting ready to move into daylight savings. And the days, well, I said the days are long. I guess the days are going to get shorter. Anyway, you need that extra boost of energy. Go on over to Black Girl Vitamins and get you some. Use your discount code ReallyBTV. For those of you that already done so, thank you again. Keep the pictures coming. You guys have been reaching out to me and let me know when you get in your orders and your shipments. And it is much appreciated. Let me know how you like them and all of the things of the things of the things. What's up, y'all? Hey. Oh, Lord, my hair. What's going on, you guys? Hey. Let me say what's up to everybody. I don't have time to go through everybody, but welcome, Gabby, for being a member. You've been a member before. Thank you. Did he quit or did Diddy fire him? Ha, ha, ha. Let's get into it. Hey, Really Being Tribe, is this for real? Is he replacing attorneys? I didn't say it was Diddy's attorney. I didn't say it was Diddy's attorney. I didn't say that. We about to get into it, though. Why was I sitting here waiting for this live and my headphones were on the desk, not in my ears? Child, I've done that before, though. What can I say? Hey, everybody, let me see what else. Oh, what's up, Citizen Jane? Hey, boo. Hey, Cajun. All right, let's get into it. I was just seeing if there were any more comments before we get started. Hi to everybody. Hi. Well, happy Friday Eve from St. Louis. Well, happy Friday Eve from the Mary of the land. Okay, y'all. This is when I hate that I don't have a perm no more. It's been raining for 2 weeks and it's just frizzy. So, what 2 judges were removed, Sharice? I don't know what judges you're talking about. Hit me up. Tell me what you're talking about, boo. So listen, I said an attorney dropped out of the Diddy case. I didn't say it was Diddy's attorneys. So here's what it is, you guys. One of the women that filed a lawsuit against Diddy. It's one of the women that have filed a lawsuit against Diddy. Their attorney is asking to be removed from the case. So first, I'm going to refresh your memory on which case it is because unfortunately, there have been so many. I'm going to refresh your memory on which case it is. And then we're going to read through the legal documentation because there's some information in there that's important for y'all to hear. Okay? There's some information in there that's important for y'all to hear. So we're going to read through it. As you come in, please hit the like button. Come on and take a seat. Get comfortable. We're going to go through this information. Thank you for the gifted membership, Lady Libra. If you got the membership, please make sure you thank Lady Libra. Let me know who got the membership, you guys. Put it in the chat because y'all know I can't see it from StreamYard. So let me know who got the membership, and congratulations because we probably are going to go into members only after this. We probably are going to go into members only after this, just for a quick second. It depends on how much I get me to say out here, depending on whether we need to go back down. Hey, Really Being everybody. See your hard work coming through. Best to you in the journey. Thank you, Miss Gigi. It's not easy, and I appreciate you. Each case has to be vetted carefully. Not everyone will be a true victim. Some will be victims without good evidence. You just have to wait and see. Yeah. And, yeah. I'm going to just leave it there. So let's refresh our memory first on what case this is, because, again, there are a lot of cases. So let's refresh our memory. I'm going to pull this article up, and we're just going to read through the article just so you guys can get a... This is one of the cases that I did not read the actual lawsuit. Y'all know some of the cases I've read through the lawsuit, and there are other cases that I have not read through the lawsuit. This is one of the cases that I have not read through the lawsuit. So, so let's get into it. I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see the article that I'm going to read, because, again, we're just going to read... No, I don't, Tracy, but thank you, boo. I don't want the lawsuit because I'm not about to read it. I'm not. So, no, but thank you anyway, baby. Thank you. And once again, Tracy pulled this for me. So, again, y'all appreciate Once again, y'all know we appreciate the best showrunner in the world, my girl Tracy, the best showrunner in the world. If y'all want to send her a tip, you can Cash App it to me and I'll forward it to her because she won't put her Cash App in the chat. But if y'all appreciate her work and getting us this information, y'all can tip her and I'll forward it to her. And definitely if you want to tip me, my Cash App is right there as well. You can tip me too. Okay. All right, you guys, here is the article. So you guys may or may not remember this lawsuit. Oh, shoot. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. You may or may not remember this particular lawsuit. So let's read through it again. What's up, Ronnie Q? Hey. Let's go through it. As you can see, I'm pulling this from the New York Post. She says, Sean Combs, in this lawsuit, she spoke that forced women to have sex with guests, drugged them up. And this is, says a dancer who wants the rapper in jail for life. Okay, so let's read through it. Shortly before Sean Diddy Combs was charged with federal counts of racketeering and trafficking, adult entertainer Audria Sherry English had filed an explosive lawsuit against the hip-hop magnate. Diddy, who has pled not guilty and gone on 7 different... The things that were forced on me to do haunt me to this day, English said. She claims in her lawsuit and a criminal complaint that Diddy pressed her to have unwanted sex at his parties with guests. I anticipate testifying at the New York federal court to help ensure that Diddy is in prison for life, she added. According to the complaint, an English Miami-based attorney, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, during 2004 and 2005, she began go-go dancing at Hampton parties. Oh, wait, we did read this lawsuit. Yes, we did. We did read this lawsuit because I remember we talked about she was the one that said she was hired to dance at his parties, and then she was they made her pass out drinks that had stuff in the drinks. Okay, we did read this lawsuit, y'all. We read it. I don't remember which video it is, child, but we read through the lawsuit. Okay. English, who already experienced working for Larry Flint's Hustler Club and sometimes used the stage name Amonique, says in the suit that around the third party things change. She goes back to work at the party seemingly as a go-go dancer. Then Mr. Combs directs her to have sex with one of the guests. That was the first time she was required to perform acts at the party. Sources have told the Post the sexual component would be something of a party within a party. By 2 a.m, the parties would essentially thin out, and then everybody who was still there was kind of the SHIT, if you will. As it got later and later, the people who remained were about the debauchery activities. Describing such alleged activities, which were also listed in the lawsuit, my client and others engaged in acts, and there were possibly more open to drug use. It was more prevalent, and nobody was trying to hide it. That's when English would be directed to have sex with this person, sex with that person. There were security guards there in the bedrooms. Then, as stated in the complaint, English claims that she had forced intercourse with a guest. As to why she did it, she recalls saying, "I didn't know what to do. I was kind of there by myself." Elaborating, English Kid said she knew how powerful Mr. Combs was, so essentially she just obliged. Okay, according to Hip Hop Insider, who not to be named, and expressed concern that even though he is jailed in the detention center to wait for his trial, Diddy still wields power. Just obliging was what people did around Diddy. He had English under his thumb, said the source. That was his thing. There was a fear of being blackballed and having your career ruined if you did not play with him. That was the way he operated to get what he wanted. The refreshments being served would have been unlikely to raise inhibitions. They began to supply her with alcohol, which she later discovered to be laced with drugs because of the way it affected her. The complaint alleges that specific bottles of liquor were spiked with illicit narcotics, and female workers at the party were encouraged to drink from those bottles. No stranger to consuming alcohol, she worked in the strip club. English maintained that it seemed to have been something else altogether in this instance. She didn't even remember getting home. She didn't even remember if she had gotten paid. The only reason she knew was because the money was in her garter belt. The alleged drugging of drinks was an open enough secret that a man who went to Diddy's mansion in the Hamptons to deliver drugs made it a point to stay away from the flutes of champagne that waiters passed around. I wouldn't have any of it, he said. They were definitely drugging the girls. At the Bacanos in Miami, according to the picture painted by Mitchell Kidd, who told the Post, there were cameras in every room. It may have been even more treacherous to consume bubbly beverages. I have a client who went to a Diddy's New Year's Eve party in Miami. She got there as the party ended, and she said, in her word, everybody was effed up. She's like, I don't know how much drinking they were doing. Now, and with this new information I've come into possession of, it's clear that people weren't just drunk from the alcohol. There was something in the alcohol. At a Miami party in 2008, the demands became too much for English. In her lawsuit, she claims the defendant Combs used his power and influence to threaten and intimidate the plaintiff to continue participating in defendant's corrupt sex and trafficking organization. After one encounter, when she again claimed she was ordered to sleep with party guests, English claims that she got belligerent with Diddy and his security removed her from the party. During the party, she got an attitude saying, you're forcing me to do all of this work. I don't know what I really want. I don't know if I really want to do this. You're not really compensating me, and I don't want to do it anymore. Mr. Combs, she said, gave her this look like, how dare you embarrass me at my party? And she got really afraid. Shortly after, security came and said to her, hey, we're going to take you to another location. As a punishment, they sent her to a hotel. According to Mitchell Kidd, rather than allowing her to stay at the house on Star Island. Combs had also offered to help English break into the music industry, but carried through on his threat to blackball her after she stopped working for him in 2009 and fled to California, her legal team says. English is not the only one to get booted, as Diddy report. Okay, so then it goes on to talk about other situations and other things, okay? But I wanted to refresh you guys' memory on the case that we were talking about because unfortunately, because it has been so many. Hey, just read my book. Hey. So when I said that attorney wants to drop out of Diddy case, I wasn't talking about Diddy's attorneys. Her attorney wants to drop out of this case. So we're going to read through why her attorney wants to withdraw from the case. Let's read through why her attorney wants to withdraw from the case. I never saw who got the membership. Y'all let me know who got the membership. Well, Tracy probably, hold on. Because Tracy probably sent me the Thank you so much, Tracy. You got a tip. Thank you. Thank you for the person that just tipped Tracy. I'll forward it to you at the end of the live. Again, Tracy pulls my documents for me more times than not. So if you guys want to tip her, y'all know y'all can. And Tracy will let you know she gets her tips. I forward her money. All right. So let's what up, Brother Dev? Hey. Brother Dev said we don't even have 100 likes. I know that's not true. I know Brother Dev is mistaken. I know we got 283 people in here. We have 100 likes. I know we do. I just know we do. You guys, likes free 99. Subscribing and liking the channel is free 99. Of course, if you want to tip, you can. But subscribing and liking the channel is free 99. Y'all come on in. What up, Lexi? What up? All right. Let me share my screen. Not the Garth Brooks case. I saw that. I have not had a chance to even read through the Garth Brooks situation. But I'm sure if it's out there, Tracy gonna find it. Okay, let me share my screen with the this is the lawsuit. Well, this is where me not being an attorney, I don't know what the proper verbiage is. It's not, but she's asking to be withdrawn. So hold on. Let's look at that. All right. Let me share my screen. We're going to read through it. Okay, there it is right there. Hold on, you guys. I'll make it bigger in a second. Give me a quick second. Let me do something real quick. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me try to make it a little bit bigger, and then we're going to read through it. Again, this is the attorney for the young lady in that lawsuit we just read. She is asking to be removed from the lawsuit, and she's going to tell us why. And it's very important that you guys hear why she wants to be removed from the lawsuit. What up, Nay? Y'all, last night, Nay, Benji Nay, that's, y'all know that's my niece in real life. We did do our review of what am I doing? Oh, right here. We did do our review of the Real Housewives of New York over on ReallyBTV Review, so y'all can catch us over there. All right, here it is right here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Can y'all see it a little bit better? All right, it says United States District Court for the Southern District of New York. Adria English versus Sean Combs. Memorandum of law in support of motion to withdraw as counsel of record. So this is her filing to withdraw from this lawsuit. As you can see, it was filed yesterday, and there's 7 pages. So we're going to read through it. All right. The law offices of Ariel Mitchell, and then it goes through, respectfully submits this memorandum of law in support of its motion pursuant to Local Civil Rule 1.4 to withdraw as counsel of record for plaintiff Adria English. So what a lot of people don't know, and Pam, if you up in the clouds, let me know if I'm saying this right or not. You can't just wake up one day and say, oh, I don't want to represent that person anymore. There's a process you have to go through to fire a client. There's a process. And just because that person didn't pay you isn't always a good reason. So there's a process you have to go through, and you have to go through the court to withdraw as counsel. So that's what this paperwork is right here. And again, I don't know the legal terms, but I know it's not just, you can't wake up and be like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. You have to have a really good reason. So that's what this is. The preliminary statement says, attorneys respectfully move the court to withdraw them as counsel for plaintiff at this early phase of the case based on numerous satisfactory reasons for withdrawal under Local Civil Rule 1.4. First, plaintiff has provided conflicting instructions that make it unreasonably difficult for attorneys to effectively represent them. Second, there has been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship between attorneys and the plaintiff. Third, there are irreconcilable differences with attorneys and plaintiff. Fourth, plaintiff violated an agreement between a plaintiff and counsel signed on Tuesday, September the 24th of 2024. September the 26th of 2024. Under those circumstances, it is impossible for attorneys to serve as plaintiff's counsel in this case. It bears emphasis that attorneys withdraw as plaintiff's counsel will cause no prejudice. This case is in its infancy. Defendants have not even been served. Plaintiff's complaint. The court recently ordered that the plaintiff file its joint letter and proposed case management plan by October the 1st of 2024. Undersigned counsel has filed a motion for extension of time regarding the case management plan. Additionally, attorneys are requesting an ex parte conference with the court to discuss the basis which has caused attorneys withdrawal. So again, in my layman's mind, they're telling them all the reasons why this will not be a problem. The case is in its infancy. This person has given us conflicting directions on how they want to move. They had the attorney-client relationship has dissolved, and all of the things, right? So as you can see, none of this is, well, they can't pay me. They're giving us some real good reasons. Des, hold on, y'all. Let me pin that for a second. Des, I asked you on TikTok if you needed anything. If you would like to drop your Cash App in the chat, please feel free to drop your Cash App in the chat. Des is a longtime supporter. Dishing with Des, he is a longtime supporter, and he is a fellow educator. He is a victim of the storm of Hurricane Helene that came through last week in South Carolina, you guys, and he has not had power ever since. He doesn't have water or power because where he lives, he is on a well system. So in order for him to get clean water, he has to travel At one point, he was driving to the next town over to even get gas. Des, again, I'm serious. If you would like to, you please drop your Cash App, you guys, sweetheart. And if you want to, if anybody feels moved, we are good financially. Direct all resources to Western Carolina. Okay, all right, Des. Thank you, boo. If you need anything, you can always just hit me up on the back end. Really be forward my tips to Des. Okay, I'm gonna find a way. He don't want to tell me how to get in touch with him, but I'm gonna find his Cash App somewhere. Somewhere I got Dez's Cash App, and I'm gonna send him some money. But if you guys want to donate, what Candy Loves to Talk said, no power there either. Again, if you would like to drop your Cash App, Candy, you can. You can. Seriously, you can. Yeah, but I did see where he's been cooking outside and things of that nature, you guys. So, all right. Sorry about that. Taking a pause for the cause. That's more important than Diddy right now. All right, let's get back to this. Do clients pay up front for a civil lawsuit? I thought the attorney collects if they win. There are different types. I mean, you can do contingency. You can do it on contingency. Means basically if I win, you win. But I don't think that's a rule of law. I don't think you have to do that in a civil case. Yeah, so they absolutely. I know there's civil cases where lawyers charge. Absolutely, yeah. But you could do it as a contingency, but you don't have to my understanding. Again, if there's an attorney in the room that wants to correct me on that, feel free to. Okay, let me finish reading this. Let me scroll down. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Hold on, y'all. Why is my mouse not working? Sorry, my mouse stopped working. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm about to say my mouse has stopped working. Here we go. All right. I just read that part. Attorneys are asserting and retaining and or charging lien against plaintiff in connection with this case if it should continue in this court to recover all unpaid quantum merit fees and expenses owed attorneys, including fees and costs plaintiff owes to attorneys for services provided in connection with this case and other matters. Accordingly, attorneys respectfully request that the court enter an order relieving attorneys of counsel. Oh, let me make this a little bit smaller. All right. The facts relevant to this motion are set forth in the accompanying declaration by Ariel Mitchell Kidd, Esquire, and Stephen Metcalf, Esquire. Local Civil Rule 1.4 provides in full as follows. An attorney who has appeared as attorney of record for the party may be relieved or displaced only by order of the court and may not withdraw from a case without leave of the court granted by order. Such an order may be granted only upon a showing by affidavit or otherwise of satisfactory reasons for withdrawal or displacement and the posture of the case, including its position, if any, on the calendar and whether or not the attorney is asserting and retaining or charging lien. All applications to withdraw must be served upon the client unless excused by the court upon all other parties. When considering whether to grant a motion to be relieved as counsel, district courts analyze two factors: the reason for withdrawal and the impact of the withdrawal on the timing of the proceeding. There are 4 independent and satisfactory reasons to grant the attorney's request. So here's where they're going to go into further detail of those first 4 reasons they already told us, right? So the first one is the plaintiff has provided conflicting instruction that make it unreasonably difficult for attorneys to effectively represent them. All right. So it says a lawyer may also seek to withdraw when a client renders it unreasonably difficult for the lawyer to carry out such employment effectively. Here, that is precisely what has happened because plaintiff has provided attorneys conflicting instructions to protect attorney-client privilege. We will not go into detail here as to the ever-evolving and conflicting demands and requests plaintiff has made of attorneys as it pertains to the claims raised in this case, as well as what attorneys were instructed to relay to defendants and other third parties. Accordingly, this is another independent and satisfactory reason to grant attorneys motion to withdraw as plaintiff of counsel. Second, there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client in the attorney-client relationship between the attorneys and the plaintiff. There has also been a breakdown of the relationship between attorneys and plaintiff because plaintiff has provided attorneys with conflicting instructions and there are irreconcilable differences between the attorneys and the plaintiff. This constitutes a satisfactory reason for withdrawal. And then all of this is them citing the law and where they get it from that supports what they're saying. And I noticed that they're saying there's a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship, conflicting instructions, irreconcilable differences. That's very strong language, right? If you're an attorney and you can't trust what your client is saying, I came through because I know the client. Ooh, another round knows the client. Well, girl, if you want to slide me some info on the back end, let a sister know. All right. So let's read through reason number 3. Irreconcilable differences with the plaintiff. Under rule of the New York State Rules of Professional Conduct, a lawyer may withdraw from representation where the client insists upon taking action with which the lawyer has a fundamental disagreement. Furthermore, under Rule 1.16C7, the lawyer may withdraw where the client fails to cooperate in the representation or otherwise renders the representation unreasonably difficult for the lawyer to carry out employment effectively. And then again, it goes on to cite case law that supports that. As a result of a fundamental disagreement between attorneys and plaintiff regarding almost every aspect of the litigation, including settlement demands, causes of action in the pleadings, and plaintiff undermining behavior and questionable antics, our irreconcilable conflict and tension has developed between plaintiff and attorneys. So it says unreasonable settlement demands. So, child, she probably was like, I want $100 million. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just making it up. Recent communication with the plaintiff in particular were heated and contentious and was emblematic of previous conflicts between plaintiff and attorneys, where plaintiff was warned about her tone and lack of respect. Oh, she got disrespectful, did she? This made it clear that there has been a significant erosion of the attorney-client relationship. Plaintiff and attorneys have extremely diverging and irreconcilable views with respect to the appropriate strategy to employ in this litigation and the resources which must be devoted in prosecuting this lawsuit accordingly. Plaintiff's destructive and undermining actions have seriously impaired attorney's ability to represent her. Fourth, the plaintiff violated an agreement between the plaintiff and the counsel. After being warned several times by attorneys about the plaintiff's tone and lack of respect and plaintiff's continued behavior and self-destructive activities, attorneys tried to mitigate further damage plaintiff was causing to her case and herself. Attorneys and plaintiff therefore entered into a separate agreement on September the 24th in an attempt to prevent plaintiff from continuously undermining attorney's efforts and her overall case. Plaintiff subsequently breached that agreement on September the 26th, thereby forcing attorneys to have no other choice but to withdraw. It should be noted that even after breaching the agreement and being told attorneys would no longer represent the plaintiff due to the breach, plaintiff continued to text attorneys as if nothing happened. Attorneys were recently contacted by another law firm who plaintiff contacted for representation after the plaintiff violated the agreement on September the 26th, causing attorneys withdrawal and therefore should not object and or protest to the court's withdrawal of attorney as counsel of record. So in other words, you done already reached out to another attorney, so you shouldn't be mad. You shouldn't be mad. You done already reached out to somebody else to take over this case. That's what they saying. And then finally it says withdrawal of counsel will not prejudice plaintiffs. Plaintiff will not be prejudiced by the attorney's withdrawal of counsel. There are currently pending deadlines on the docket as of October the 1st, which has been requested by motion to be extended if the court believes this case should continue after attorneys have the opportunity to have an ex parte hearing with the court. Further, plaintiff has sought new counsel who is deciding on whether or not they will continue with this case given the court's decision after the ex parte hearing. And then conclusion, in an effort not to prejudice plaintiff attorneys, have intentionally left out key details and examples of plaintiff's actions, which led to attorney's decision to withdraw as counsel. Attorneys believe the court must hear these details and hereby respectfully request that the court hold an ex parte hearing so the attorneys may share the undisclosed details off the record. For the foregoing reason, attorneys from the law offices respectfully request that the court grant their motion to withdraw as counsel of record. And then you see where it is signed. Now, please take notice that upon all papers and proceedings in this matter, plaintiff's attorney, blah, 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 will move this court, Honorable Annalise Torres, courtroom, yada, 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 yada. That's just the saying that they wanted to go, child. Here's the wait a minute, hold on. Is this the right thing? Hold on, because it's all one big document, so I want to make sure I'm reading the right thing. It was it says on July the 3rd, this action was commenced by plaintiff by filing the complaint. Motion to withdraw as counsel is granted. So this person has been granted the judgment and they are no longer the counsel of record for the defendant, for the aforementioned defendant. Now, the reason why I wanted to read through that, Adria English, the reason why I wanted to read through that is because you can't still, Quake. All right, let me stop sharing. I just saw something that a new judge has been assigned to the case. Okay, is that what Julia Sugarbaker? Thank you, boo. All right, now, here is what is being said today. Let's read through this article. And this was today. So it was granted, she is no longer the attorney of record. If I read that correctly, again, any attorneys in the chat that want to correct me, please drop down and tell me I'm wrong. I read it wrong because, again, I didn't go to nobody's law school. Y'all know where I got my law degree from, okay? Law and Order University by way of Matlock College, okay? I did not, so, that's what I know. All right. But this article today, and I'm going to share my screen again so you guys can see the article for yourself as I read through it. I will share my screen again. I personally feel the plaintiff going to have a hard time finding new counsel. I was surprised she got an attorney in the first place. Well, I think, yeah, I'm right. Thank you, Julia Sugarbaker Boo. All right. Now, let's read through this. 400 people in the chat. I hope we have about 350 likes. I hope we have about 350 likes. Okay. So today, this is what's being said. Diddy's accuser's lawyer alleges a cover-up is going on as officials refuse to hand over police reports. The lawyer of one of Diddy's accusers claims there's a cover-up going on as officials refuse to hand over police reports detailing how the disgraced rapper allegedly assaulted her client. I find it so interesting that now he's just a rapper. A year ago, he was a mogul. A year ago, he was an entrepreneur. A year ago, he was this, and that. Child, now he's just a rapper. But anyway, let's get back to it. Ariel Mitchell Kidd, who's the same attorney who we just read, that's the same attorney, representing one of Sean Combs' recent accusers, told News Nation that she was told she needed a subpoena to get records of her client's 2018 report from an Orinda Police Department. Combs, who has been denied bail by a judge and pled not guilty to all charges, was indicted for trafficking, racketeering, yada, yada, yada. Child, we know all of that. Oh, gosh. Why is this thing moving so slow? Mitchell Kidd explained the many roadblocks she's faced with law enforcement after receiving word on Tuesday night from the county that she needed a subpoena to access public records. I've never experienced in any situation where I've been told I need a subpoena to get public information. I was floored and I was shocked. And it is apparent to me that some type of cover-up is going on. Mitchell Kidd referred to the Freedom of Information Act, which requires public information be given freely, she said. That's why it's a federal law. She further explained that the county did not initially tell her she needed a subpoena to obtain the documents. Initially, they just said that all I needed to do was to send a letter on my letterhead with my client's information, the date of the report, and the report number, and they would get the information out to me within 10 days. Mitchell Kidd added that she also asked the county if they needed payment for the documents, including body cam footage, the report, and any subsequent amendments to that report. And they completely shut me down. I've never experienced this in my life, she added. She previously told News Nation that the unnamed client contacted her a few weeks ago and told her the details of the alleged assault. She called me and told me about her assault and her escape. She was at a friend's house who had industry ties, and Diddy decided to come to the house. She added that her client later found out that Combs had plans to traffic her after he arrived. It led to her being served a drink. She started to feel woozy. Combs assaulted her with an object and then directed another gentleman to assault her while he watched and pleasured himself. The attorney said that her client managed to break free and ran into the streets as a neighbor reportedly watched her escape. According to Mitchell Kidd, the neighbor then called the police and reported the incident, adding that they initially left Combs' name out before adding it back later. Although she has hit a wall trying to access documents, the attorney revealed that her client obtained a RAPE kit at the time of the alleged incident. Yes, I did discover I had a 4-hour conversation with my client today. We pretty much went over the fact portion of her complaint. I did find out that she went to 2 different places. She went to her primary care doctor, and she also went to the hospital. Mitchell Kidd added that her client has said some explosive things about when police were called at the time of the assault. And even when the police came to the hospital, because when she went to the hospital, they did call a different precinct to come in. She added, noting that it's very weird and odd that she has not been able to receive requested documents. The client even said they sent her a letter. The police sent her a letter that if she wanted to get her own police report, she needed a subpoena. I've never heard of anything like this. It goes against federal law. The Orinda Police Department are in violation of federal law, and I will make sure they want to be the next face in a lawsuit. They can be next. The police department did not respond when contacted by the Daily Mail. And then it just goes on to talk about the case. We all know the details of the case, child. We don't need to keep going through the details of the case. Now, I find that to be interesting because this is a different client. This is not the same client who she just asked to be removed. This is a different client, to the best of my understanding. Again, if I'm reading that wrong, y'all can correct me in the comments. But to the best of my ability, it is not the same client. That's not a cover-up. It's the law. If you have an ongoing investigation, they don't have to release the info under FOIA unless it's subpoenaed. Ooh! See, listen, that's why I need a turn. Pam, I've been trying to call you all day, girl. Anyway, I know you busy, girl. I know you busy. But Pam, who is an attorney, who did go to law school, said it's not a cover-up. That if it is an ongoing investigation, they do not have to release it under FOIA unless it is subpoenaed. FOIA is the Freedom of Information Act. Which is what she's talking about. That lawyer is saying that they have a right to the paperwork. So which tells me, and we all know that this is an ongoing investigation, right? We all know this is an ongoing investigation. Now, here is what I wanted to share with you guys and why I wanted to bring all of this to y'all's attention. Other than the obvious, Pam, can you teach us how to pull California lawsuits? We trying to see what Garth Brooks did. Pam, Tracy want a private lesson on StreamYard with you, child, to pull these cases, child. She be getting frustrated when she can't get all the cases she wants. Tracy be getting frustrated. So, what I want to share, I ain't gonna say no names unless that person want to tell me that's where I got it from. Well, actually, you put it on your public wall. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make sure you put it on your public wall. Hold on, before I repeat something. No, it wasn't on your public wall, so I ain't gonna say where I got it from because this was on a private. This was on a private wall. So, but my eye in the sky told me a couple of days ago. If y'all are new here, my eye in the sky, y'all have to go back and get to know who the eye in the sky is. But my eye in the sky told me a few days ago that the rumors about a tape trying to be shopped around Hollywood has some validity to it, and that the rumors that there's a bigger celebrity on those tapes, that there's some I ain't saying it's 100%, I'm saying there's some validity to those accusations. And my understanding is that there is a still picture being floated around, like a picture from the tape, as if to say, here's proof that there's actually a tape and here's who's in the tape. From my understanding, there's a picture that's floating around. It's a picture floating around. Now, whether we'll, as the public, get to see that picture, couldn't tell you. But my understanding is that there is a picture floating around. That's the same lady that sued Trey Songz and Chris Brown. Oh, got it. That attorney was interviewed on Tasha K. Child, Jag ain't got nothing. Although Jaguar Wright ain't looking as crazy as she used to look. And she ain't looking as crazy as people used to say she was, child. She ain't looking as crazy as she used to say. They used to say she was. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me scroll back up. No course correction. It's an ongoing investigation. Remember when the AUSA did the press conference when they were talking about the indictment? They said this is an ongoing investigation. There may be superseding indictments coming. There may be co-conspirators charged. This is an ongoing investigation. And if that incident is a part of the investigation, then that's why maybe it's not available. You at the airport, what's going on with Garth Brooks? Child, Garth Brooks is being sued for RAPE. Yes, the investigation is absolutely ongoing. So based on what the attorneys in the room are telling us, this is not unreasonable. Not unreasonable. So I say all that to say this, you guys. There's allegedly a picture floating around, and allegedly that attorney spoke on that picture floating around. Now, again, can't say whether that's true or not, but allegedly that tape that they said has a bigger celebrity than Diddy on it. Allegedly, there's a picture from that video that's floating around. Now, what I will say is this. If that is true, I feel like it's only a matter of time before that picture does become public. I mean, y'all know loose lip sync ships. People can't. If there's really an explosive picture floating around that has a picture of a celebrity bigger than Diddy doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing, I can't imagine that picture would stay private for very long. She did speak on that tape. She claimed that a person came to her to help them broker a deal for the tape. Yeah. Yogi. I love my tribe. I love my tribe. Shawnee Shammy, I like that. Said, I talked to Jag last night. She comes off harsh, but she is very sweet. Everyone called her crazy. I even thought so too, but Jag knows. Listen, thank you for the super chat, boo. Listen, Jag ain't looking as crazy as we used to think Jag look. Now, I still think Jag be putting 20 on 10. See, I feel like this has always been my opinion about Jaguar Wright. I feel like there is some truth in the stories that she tells. I just feel like she be adding her own stank on stuff. And I do think it's because she legitimately suffers from some mental illness. Now, does she suffer from mental illness as a result of what she went through in the industry? Maybe. Maybe her experience is why maybe. Black gal. Where did you get that from? Nobody said nothing. See, you must have just got here. You might need to go back to the beginning, boo. You must have just got here. You just got here. Because ain't nobody saying nothing about Diddy not having an attorney. Right. But I do think that she has seen some things. I do think that there's some legitimacy to some of the things she says. I just think that her version of events gets mixed in and it becomes, I agree. Jag be doing 2 truths and a lie. I love it. Not 2 truths and a lie, though. Baby, not 2 truths and a lie. Okay, that took me out. That one took me out. That's 2 truths. Hey, hibiscus rose. So yeah, you guys, I hope all these people are going to the FBI too. I mean, the FBI, listen, I believe a lot of people have reached out. I can't say everybody has, obviously, but I believe a lot of people have reached out. Jag ain't got no videos. She would have sold. Child, Jag ain't got no videos. No. All the celebrity will say is that it's Photoshop. I agree, Pam. I agree. And there's really no way to legitimize the picture unless there is a video and you can really see the video, right? And nowadays with AI, child, they could probably argue that too. They have all seen something. However, you can tell something is off. I would not use her as a witness. No, I wouldn't call her as a witness either. No, ma'am. No. Nope. If I had a case and listen, with my Matlock law degree, I wouldn't call her as a witness. Okay. Yeah. With my Matlock law degree. If we guess, will you tell us who it is? No. Because let me tell you why. Because I haven't seen anything. So if I had seen a tape or seen a picture, yeah. But really, we ain't seen nothing. I hear the same rumors that y'all hear. I ain't seen nothing. Now, if I saw something, if I saw it, I would tell y'all. Jag has been out the game for a long time. She talks like she's still in the game and knows recent info, which I highly doubt. Yeah, I definitely doubt that. What did she have on last night? Who? Pam, I think Lord, Tracy was gonna keep looking till she found it, child. Tracy be like a dog with a bone when she decides she get her mindset on something. Cause I heard, but I ain't seen it. So yeah, I ain't seen nothing. And that's real talk. Like real talk. I have not seen anything. What's up, Cruiser? Look who done fell out this skybox. Hey, Cruiser. Yeah, I honestly ain't seen nothing. And that's the truth. I ain't seen nothing. But if I had seen it, well, first, I'll call Pam first if I saw anything, and I would call Pam first. But then I tell y'all, I call Pam first and let Pam tell me. And then I tell y'all. Is Garth the one that was trying to be a John Doe on the pleading? Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, you guys. So I wanted you guys, again, I'm not saying Diddy's lawyers. I ain't saying nothing about Diddy's lawyers. Okay. But one of the people that filed a lawsuit against it. And I'm going to be honest with you, as the months go on, I do feel like some of these lawsuits may fall apart. May is the word, not will. May fall apart for different reasons, that we know we had that explosive press conference earlier this week where they were talking about all of these new cases and all of these victims and things like that. But all that stuff has to be vetted, or it should be vetted. Let me say that. All that should be vetted. And no, we are not reading all them lawsuits. Me and Tracy already talked about that offline. Baby, I'm not coming down here and reading 100 lawsuits saying the same thing. No disrespect to the victims. No disrespect. But I ain't doing it. I don't have the mental capacity to read 100 lawsuits saying the same thing on levels on those types of levels. I ain't got that. I ain't got that. On another note, people need to stop trying to taint my lasting memory of Aaliyah. I wish they never shared those pics of her. Plus, her death paid for all her sins, so people need to let her rest. What pictures of her? What you talking about? What pictures? God, my camera blurry. What pictures of Aaliyah y'all talking about? I don't know nothing about that. I'll pull what you asked for unless it's in California. Tracy said, I ain't fooling with California. And can we stop acting like everybody that ever went to a Diddy party did something wrong? No. Diddy had legitimate parties, y'all. It was just the after party. That was the question. So just because people was at Diddy parties. Okay. The picture her at the white party. Child, everybody was at them white parties. That shouldn't taint your memory of Aaliyah. Just because she was at a party shouldn't taint your memory of Aaliyah. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Got you. I wanted about Garth Brooks. I think Tracy said she pulled a lawsuit. Tracy, if you want, I ain't doing it today. I ain't doing it today. I promise you I ain't doing it today. It's almost, I ain't got it in me to do today. But we may do it this weekend. If you call me, I tell you stay out of it unless you wanted to be a witness list. Exactly. See, I will call Pam first. I would say, Pam, da boo boo boo, yada yada yada. And Pam would tell me, yada yada yada, boo boo, and that would be the conversation. And we would go on our merry little way. You know what I'm saying? I got the Mississippi one. I'm still looking for the California one. Okay, yeah. We ain't doing it today. We may do it tomorrow. We're not doing it today, though. I honestly don't have much interest, but we'll talk about it. The problem is too many of the people who didn't attend the blanks knew about them. They didn't say nothing. Yeah. Danielle said, yep, it's getting on my nerves. Shit, I was at one. I mean, I know people who went to Diddy parties. And I mean, I was never at one, but I know people who went to them. I mean, I went to Diddy parties at like the clubs here in DC, but that's not the same thing. I ain't never go to Diddy house. I've been at clubs where Diddy was hosting parties back in the 90s, but that ain't the same thing. That ain't the same thing. It's okay, another round. It's okay, boo. You know, I ain't never been to no Diddy white party now. But there used to be a club here called Dream. And Diddy used to have parties there. But again, that was at a club. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't nothing like that. And y'all know I ain't never been no club person. So I probably just went with a bunch of friends. Was probably there maybe an hour or 2 hours and I left. Y'all know. Now, don't worry, I already sent it. We've been digging Diddy for a while. We need to switch up on the perp. Am I talking my way onto the stand? Shit. Well, let me shut up. Let me moonwalk my way on out of that. Let me moonwalk my way on out of that. Lord Tracy did just email it to me. Ciao. All right. I've come to the conclusion that people had to bring baby oil to enter the party. That's how they knew who was down. That explains the baby oil count. Was that your ticket? Was that like the golden ticket? Thank you, Quintessential Audio Avon. Yes. And Audio Black Girl Vitamins. It's 400. It was almost we done lost some people because we done, child, for the most part. We about to get off here in a few minutes. But if you have not ordered your Black Girl Vitamins, get on over to blackgirlvitamins.co. Use discount code ReallyBTV for 20% off your order. Get on over there. Get on over there. Exactly, Andrew. Diddy was child. Diddy was out here for real. Yep. All right, y'all. We can get out of here. But I did want to bring y'all the latest without having to actually read a lawsuit, child. Julia Sugarbaker said, "Dream Love, 1223 DC Live, Zanzibar, Glory Day, girl." Baby, let me tell you something. See, this how y'all be getting me to go left. I'm about to get off of here. But this how I really be going left. Dream, love, DC Live were absolutely the super clubs down here in DC. And everybody had parties there. You know what I'm saying? Like every celebrity that came through DC had a party there. It was for a concert, all that stuff. Zanzibar used to be my spot because I used to work across the street from Zanzibar. Zanzibar was a club down on the waterfront. Like if you've been to DC in the last 3 or 4 years, you know the new waterfront that's down there, the new wharf, all that's been rebuilt. Zanzibar was on the old wharf. It was a Zanzibar there, and it was a oh shoot, what was the name of that restaurant? Phillips. It was a Phillips. It was a Zanzibar, and then it was a hotel there, and attached to the hotel was what was the name of that restaurant that was in that hotel? Damn, what was the name of that restaurant? Shit, I can't remember the name of it. But baby, we would go over there after work. We would go to Phillips, hit that all you can eat bar down to the Phillips, get us all you no. It wasn't Hogate's, it was something else. It was inside of the hotel. It wasn't Hogate's. I know what y'all are talking about, but that's not what I ain't talking about Hogate's. It's something. I'll know it when I hear it. But they used to have some good food there too. But baby, we worked right across the street. I didn't even have to move my car. I could leave my car on my lot and didn't have to worry about parking. And me and my coworkers would walk right over there. We would go to happy hour and we would just keep it rolling. The Channel Inn, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. The Channel Inn. See? The Channel Inn. The Channel Inn. The Channel Inn had some pretty good food. And they had a little hotel there. And we used to call the Channel Inn Jurassic Park. Because the Channel Inn used to have the old men in there that was, trying to be somebody's sugar daddy. Okay, we used to call it Jurassic Park. We were like, we're going over to Jurassic Park. Get us some free drinks. Let the old man buy us some free drinks. And then we would head on over to Zanzibar, okay? Or we would go straight to Zanzibar for happy hour and just roll it on into the club. Or we would go to Phillips, get dinner, and then go over to Zanzibar. Either way, it was a good time. We party hard back in the day with Mark Barnes. We sure did. Okay, so y'all, back down memory lane. Yes, Jurassic Park. We used to call it Jurassic Park. That's where the old men were. Child, Marion Barry used to hang out down there. Baby, Marion Barry used to be down there. What up, Miss Toby? Child, Marion Barry and his little cronies used to be down there at the little club, child. Sure was. I have no idea how I made it through law school and grad school, child. Listen, I used to work. Those were my early years of teaching. Baby, I don't know how I used to get to work. Cause baby, and don't let it be payday. And we would go over there on a Friday. Shit. I was still living at home too. My paycheck was 100% my paycheck. It used to be a good time. It used to be a good time. Thank you, Sharon. My spot was Stadium. Listen, I miss Stadium. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. Stadium was for those who don't know what Stadium is. Stadium is a script club, baby. I miss Stadium. I miss Stadium. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, what is it about script? See, I didn't change the whole conversation now. But what is it about script clubs and chicken wings? Why do script clubs have the best chicken wings? I need to know. Is it what recipe do they use at the script clubs? Because they have the best baby Stadium chicken wings. And then when Stadium first opened, it was a high-end steakhouse connected to Stadium. Bitch, that food was good too. It was good. What you say? Wait a minute, hold on. Hey, Really B, did you get the 2 cash apps because they are trying to send it back to me? Wait a minute, what? Don't send the money back. Hold on, let me go into my cash app. Hold on. Ain't nobody trying to send no. I mean, I thank you for the cash app. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. I got them. Thank you. Hold on, let me. Thank you. I don't know why it's trying to send them back. I don't know why it's trying to send it back. Thank you, Brown Mama. Thank you so much, though. Yes, because when I land in Atlanta, I'm going to the Blue Flame. That food was so good. Anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. See now, and I ain't ate dinner yet either. So now y'all got me sitting here thinking about food. I ain't ate dinner. Let me get off of here. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button on your way out the door. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow. If I'm up to it, we'll do the Garth Brooks lawsuit tomorrow, child. I can't do it today. I can't do it today. I can't do it today. But we'll do it. If I'm up to it, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll see what they talking about with the Garth Brooks situation. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.